Okay, so this your boy Sage Jones, a smart investor. Wanted to come to you and show you um, the strategy that I'm using to get into trades on pocket options that will yield you some good profits. And It's very simple strategy, not hard. You just have to have patience. If you're using it on the 1 minute time frame, you in the 5 minute time frame, you'll get into some decent trades. You can also use it on the longer time frames, but I typically only use it in between the 15, the 1 and the 5 minute time frame. So, um, with no further ado, let's get into this. All right, so um, we are in. This is the weekend, so we'll focus on Bitcoin, right? Because on the weekend you could trade the pairs, but when you're trading the pairs, they're trading at OTC, which I mean you still could trade OTC with this strategy, but if you're going to use the trading indicator, then you do not want to try to trade OTC with the trading indicator. That's just blasphemous. Um, so let's look here. We'll go through a few different pairs here to look and see if we can find some entries here. So we'll have EOS, Euro Jappy, Euro Rupee, and GBP Jappy, right? So each one of them pays out at a high percentage. So what we're gonna do is this strategy works very simple. Um, if you're using pocket options, then what you want to do is you want to open the indicators here, go to moving average indicator, click it 3 times so that way it opens 3 different indicators. Then once you have the three different indicators open, you're going to click on this pencil here. And then in the period area, you're going to type in 200 SMA, right? And then whatever color you want the SMA to be. I like to have my 200 SMA to be a red because I know that that's um, the line that I want to base my trend on, right? Then I go and open a 10 period, boom, EMA, save, 20 period EMA, save, right? And then we're not even going to worry about the stochastic. Get the stochastic out of here. Um, all right, so we got the 10 period moving average, the 20 period moving average, and the 200, right? So simple, very simple strategy, not hard, doesn't call too much thinking. Um, so let's look at a pair like, let's matter of fact, it's the weekend, so let's bring up Bitcoin. Um, Bitcoin, right? So you see earlier I took a trade with Bitcoin. This right here, this trade was a loss. This was not of my doing. If anybody's working on pocket options, for some reason, when pocket options is going, they'll remove a pair for a period of time and put it back. I don't know why, but when I opened this $100 trade, um, it was getting ready to go into profit, and then all of a sudden the Bitcoin market went gray here, which put me into a loss of a trade, which is ridiculous. Like if you look here, this doesn't even make sense. Like the 19 seconds, that doesn't even make sense. But it's pocket options. What do you expect? Anyway, so I had a successful trade here with Bitcoin using this strategy. As you can see here, I've using this strategy more wins than losses, right? Now, this is a demo account. I'm training on demo account. I do not trade um, on the weekend unless I'm trading cryptos. I do not trade on the weekend unless I'm trading Bitcoin or on another platform, other cryptos. I do not trade OTC because OTC is weird. You can trade it if you want. This strategy will work with OTC, but I just don't. So, but The strategy will work with OTC. So anyway, enough rambling. So we got the 200 moving average here, which is showing that the market is in an uptrend on the 1 minute time frame. So what I do is when the 10 and 20 are above the 200 moving average, I only take buys. I only take buys when the 10 and 20 moving averages are above the 200. Stick to that rule. Another rule is that I only go into the trades when the moving averages cross. So when the 10 and 20 cross, so when the 10 crosses in the upwards direction over the 20, that's when I go into the trade. Also, rule of thumb is with the Haganashi candles, you're only going to open a trade when the candle opens with a flat bottom. It cannot open like you see how the candle here has this little wick. It opened with this little wick. That is blasphemous. Do not open a trade that crossed over with a wick. You want to always open flat bottom or flat tops, right? So if you see here, we would have a 3 minute trade, right? 3 minute trade on a 1 minute time frame. If we open the trade at the cross here of the flat bottom, we'd be 1, 2, 3. That's 3 minutes. Each candle was 1 minute apiece. Each candle was 1 minute apiece. That's so if you opened here, you would have won that trade, right? So let's find another one, right? Find another cross. Okay, let's see. We find something on a downtrend, downtrend. Boom. Perfect. Perfect. As you see here, the 10 cross below the 20. The 200 moving average is above the 10 and 20, right? And this was your crossing point. The crossover opened with a flat bottom. So if you got in here at this point or this point, you'd still be into profit. So you open here. So say you open on this candle. One, two, three, profit, right? It's very simple. Let's see it. Let's find another one. Now this is on Bitcoin, right? Still in the downtrend, still in the downtrend. Boom. Perfect entry here. See, 10 period moving average has crossed below the 20. The 20 is the yellow, the green is the 10. Flat top. I would have entered here because I see that the trend is still that it is opening wider here and crossing under here more. I would open on this candle. Boom. 1, 2, 3, close, right? Let's look at another one. Perfect. 10 period moving average is crossed below the 20. Flat top, red candle going in the downward direction for a sale. You open 1, 2, 3, profit. I mean, you can go all day with this. You can go all day with this. Let's jump over to GBP. Let's go over to GBP Jappy, right? So GBP Jappy's in the uptrend, right? So we're sticking to our criteria, right? Our criteria is 200 moving average is below the 10 and 20, right? The 10 is crossing above the 20 moving period average. We got a flat bottom, right? Flat bottom. We open here. 1, 2, 3. We're in profit, right? We won that trade. Let's find another one. Here's a crossover here. 10 period moving average crosses above the 20-minute moving average. Flat bottom. Enter. 1, 2, 3. Trade is cleared, right? I can do this all day. Very, very simple strategy. Nothing major that you have to do. You just have to be patient. You have to wait for the crosses. You have to wait for the crosses. You have to wait for the crosses, and you have to wait for the flat bottoms or flat tops. Only trade the trend. Now, if you want to be a person that's, if you look at these and you're like, man, I could have got a trade here. 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 You're thinking like that, you are gambling. Once again, you're gambling. If you're going against the trend, you are gambling. You don't want, say, let's see if we can find one that went against us, right? Let's see. Let's see if we can find a trend cross that went against us. Do 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 do. Okay, perfect. Right here. As you can see, the candle crossed here, right? So if you got in here in the downtrend, right? In the uptrend. Now we're in the uptrend. 200 moving average is buy, right? Above is buy. But you decided, well, man, a crossover happened here above the 200 moving average. Maybe I can get in a trade, right? So the crossover happens, and you're like, man, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna win this trade. And then this happens. You go in one, two, three. Look at this wick. This wick jumped back up here towards the 20 and the 20 and 10. Look at it. It jumped in. So if you got into a cross here, going against the trend, got into a cross here, got into a cross here, right? You're like, oh man, cross is gonna cross here. I could probably get a trade in, right? So it crosses. You open the candle here. Boom, one, two. Then this one pops off, right? This wick pops off. Boom. Now it's jumped back up here, and I can guarantee you that you're gonna lose the trade because look at the next candle that opened. This one here. This is the next candle open. You would be pushing your luck opening a trade against the trend, right? That's why I say never open a trade against the trend, right? Now, let's go over and look at another pair, right? Let's go over to Euro Jappy, right? Euro Jappy, it's in the uptrend, right? Here's a scenario where the 10 and 20 crossed over each other, but when it crossed, it didn't open with a flat bottom. It opened with a wick. So this right here, you would lose this trade because look how choppy this is. This is what I'm saying. Always open in the direction of the trend and with a flat bottom or flat top, right? So let's see if we can find something else here, right? Okay, boom, perfect. Crossover happened here. 10 period moving average cross below the 20. Flat top. One, two, three. Close the trade, right? And these trades are all being tucked in on the 1 minute chart with a 3 minute time frame. Now let's jump over to the 5 minute time frame because you're like, oh, does this just work on the 1 minute? No, it works on all time frames. So let's look at the five, right? This is a perfect example. This just happened, right? We're in a downtrend. The crossover just happened here, right? So if I was looking at this chart and I seen this crossover happen on the 5 minute time frame, and I got a flat top here, I would have went in right here and I would have cleared the trade. Boom, entry here, excuse me, entry here, trade would have cleared. Same here, crossover, flat top, 10 move in between below the 10, the 20. I would have entered here, one, two, three, clear. Now they're not always going to be perfect. We all know that the market can be very very choppy, and it can go against you at any point. But you're going to have at least a 75% to 80% win ratio with this particular strategy because you're waiting for multiple confirmations. One first confirmation is the 200 moving average. Okay, this is your confirmation on the trend. Sorry. So this is your confirmation on the trend. The 200 moving average is a confirmation on the trend. We know that, hey, these two moving averages are below the 200. So I'm in a downtrend. So I'm just gonna take sales. Then your second confirmation is the crossover. Boom, 10 crossing below the 20. And your third confirmation is the flat top of the Haganashi, showing you that it's going to be a strong candle. If the Haganashi candle opens with a wick at the top, then you know that that's not a strong candle. And that candle will drive you crazy. It's going to jerk back and forth. It's going to go all over the place, and it's gonna have you in your feelings. I'm keep it real. It will have you in your feelings, like really looking at the candle, like, yo, are you kidding me? Um, but yeah, I mean, very simple strategy, not hard. A lot of people are trading different strategies. This strategy here is a strategy that I implement in my forex trading. So I brought it over to binary options, and it works pretty well on demo account, as you can see here. Not looking at this because this is the market closed randomly on its own here for some reason. I don't know what that was. But if you look here, one trade, two, three, four. So wait. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven wins, one, two, three losses, right? Not including this one. Um, so you got seven wins out of and three losses. So seven. So you won 7 out of 10 trades. 7 out of 10 trades with this particular strategy. It's a very powerful strategy. It's simple. It's not hard to understand. You can get into some decent trades here on the um on the 1 minute and 5 minute time frame and kill it, right? But people are like, what does this work on a higher time frames? I can go over to the 4 hour, right? But who's trading 4 hour on binary options? I mean, if you're trading 4 hours on binary options, then you might as well be just trading forex, right? Let's see. Boom. See, crossover here, flat top, one, two, three. Won the trade, right? Now, my bad, because this is above. I do apologize. I'm looking at the entry here. But that's my fault. Do not do that. This is trading against the trend. Do not do that. Do not trade against the trend. Breaking my own rules. Stupid me. But you see the crossover here. Flat top, flat bottom, one, two. You probably would have blown this trade because it probably would have pulled back here, but then you had another chance to make up for it by going into the trade here, right? So crossover, one, two, three, close, right? Also, rule of thumb on the time frame that you are, right? So if you're trading on the 1 minute time frame, you're trading on the 1 minute time frame, right? You want to enter your trades with with an extra 3 minutes, right? With 3 minutes on 3 minutes. So your time, your purchase time should be on 3 minutes. Your one on the 1 minute chart, 3 minute trade, 3 minute trades. 1 minute chart, 3 minute trades, right? Then if you're gonna do a five 5 minute chart, you're gonna go from trading 5 minutes, 3 minute trades to trading 15-minute trades. You always want to boost it up by three because each candle on each time frame is that minute, is that time, is that minute. So if you're on a 5 minute, this candle is a 5 minute candle. This candle is a 5 minute candle. This is a 5 minute candle. That's 15 minutes. 5, 10, 15. If you opened on this candle here, 5, 10, 15, you've cleared that trade. 15 minutes, you're going to do 30-minute trade, 30-minute time frame. At 30 minutes, you're going to do an hour, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Same old, same old. But I tend to stay in between the 1 minute and the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15. Those are my sweet spots. A lot of the times I'll take my trades on the 1 minute to get in there and get out. Let's see if we can actually find a trade before I end this training. Okay. So, uh, so there's a crossover about to happen here, but you can see this opened poor. Like, look at that wick, right? That wick right there. This would not, I would not enter a trade here because look at this. Look how choppy this thing is. Look at it. Pulling back, going for it. Now the crossover happened. I would open a trade here, flat bottom. Let's see what happens, right? Not all trades are going to be winners. And what you get with me, the difference between everybody else and me is that I'll show you a loss. I'll show you wins. I'm going to show you everything. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. But as you can see here, look, we're up. And we're just gonna let this ride, right? We're gonna let it ride. We got 2 minutes and 18 seconds. If another candle opens, right? If another candle opens, because look how the market, how choppy the market is, right? It's pulling back, going forward, pulling back, going forward, pulling back, going forward. But it's crossed, right? It's already crossed. It's already crossed. Boom, we have another candle in the uptrend, flat bottom, right? So I have confidence that this particular trade is going to close in profit, that I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to let it rock. If we lose it, then we lose it, right? But if we win it, then we know that the strategy works. If we lose it, doesn't mean that the strategy doesn't work, just means that it didn't work that time, right? GBP Jappy is going crazy and it doesn't know what it wants to do, right? Now it's see, anything's possible. Anything's possible. But you've seen how the other candles, how the other and the other trades, everything went in our direction. See, I'm gonna show you the good, the bad, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the great, right? 39 seconds. Trade will go against us on this time, but it's a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying? Everything's not perfect. It's not always going to be perfect. No strategy is perfect. Nothing's going to be 100% wins. Nothing. Nothing in life is 100%, right? And we lost the trade. So, but as you can see, like I said, I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? I don't usually trade GBP Jappy. That's not my thing. I like to stay in the euro because one, with euro pairs, they they're volatile, but they're not crazy volatile where you open a trade and then it starts doing what GBP Jappy does, because GBP is one of the most traded pairs, like one of the most traded currencies, and it's traded against a lot of different other pairs. So GBP will go against you here and there, right? But if you look at the, if you look at what I'm saying, the pairs here, like Euro, Jappy, crossover, entry, boom, one, right? Crossover. This was a, this wasn't good right here. This wasn't good at all. Bad entry, no entry here, right? No crossovers there, but you got a crossover here, right? Boom, went your direction. Okay, uptrend, crossover, went your direction, right? GBP will kick your ass. I'm gonna let you know, but not every trade is gonna be a win. It's not, and that's just life. If I came on here and told you that this this trading strategy is 100% gonna win every trade for you, I'd be lying to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the exact truth. You're gonna see the good, the bad, the ugly with me. Period. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. You're gonna see me win, you're gonna see me lose. You're gonna see me win, you're gonna see me lose. That's just part of life. Not everything's gonna be a win, but I think that a 3 to 4 win rate loss, 3 or 4 loss compared to 11 trades is way better. You're going to be in profit. You're going to be in profit, but you have to be patient. Wait on the crossovers. Make sure you're trading with the trend. Wait for the flat tops or flat bottoms, and you will win your trades. It's simple. I'm not gonna cap to you. I'm not gonna tell you that you're gonna win every trade, because look, I don't win every trade. I won these two, lost this one. Won these two, won these two, lost this one. Won these two, lost this one. Like, it's two wins to two wins compared to one loss, right? So three out of one out of three, one out of three, one out of three loss. Oh, I'm sorry, one loss out of three, right? Are you profiting or are you not? That's the question, right? But anyway, my name is Sage Jones, a smart investor. I'm trading on pocket options. There is another platform that I will be showing you how to trade on. I'm not going to disclose the name right now because I have to work through understanding it a little bit more. But once I understand it, I will provide the information to you. Also, with this platform, you can deposit any kind of crypto into it, and then you convert that crypto into TUSD, right? So Tether, because it trades on Tether, so you can put Bitcoin in there and swap it over for Tether, and then withdraw it for Tether. If you don't know what Tether is a cryptocurrency that was created basically that matches the same value of the US dollar. So if you put it in Bitcoin and change it over to the US dollar value, and then wanted to withdraw it, you could withdraw it at the same value of US dollar. So, and there's plenty platforms that have tether. You can exchange tether for. Um, but I mean, with that said, I don't see any open trades that I can take right now to actually show you a win. So I'm going to go ahead and close this session out. Um, Once again, if you have any questions, please let me know. I will be doing at some point account mirroring. So once I start making and winning more trades with pocket options, if you decide that you want to mirror my account and take the same trades that I take, then we can do that. I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, it's your boy Sage Jones, smart investor, a CLE, changing lives and entrepreneurs. God bless. Hope this training helped. I will be back with another training video on how to use the trading indicator to actually let you know when to get into your trade, so that way you're not guessing. Also, it will work off the same strategy, the crossovers, but you will actually get an indication or an arrow telling you, hey, this is the perfect time to enter. All right. All right, guys. Have a good one. God bless. Peace.